What's poppin'? What's poppin', y'all? So, life path number 1, okay? So there's a lot more to us than just our zodiac signs. Our names mean something, our birthdays mean something, and it kind of like dictates like how our life is going to be, if that's making any sense. You know what I'm saying? With your name. So one thing I do try to encourage people, like when they have kids, is to be very smart about what you name your kid. You know what I'm saying? Because each letter represents something. You know what I'm saying? I can go through what each letter means and what happens if there's the same letter for the life chart. You feel what I'm saying? So if there's so for instance, like A and A, let's say that the first letter is A in your first name and the first letter in your last name is A. So those two together, those also mean something. You know what I'm saying? So the way things break down, you know what I'm saying, it all calculates with numbers and stuff like that. I can get into a whole like 2-hour thing, but I won't tie up too much of you guys' time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to inform you guys in regards to that. So welcome to my channel. I will be doing a reading, but I do want to inform you about who you are. So, you know, let's open up the gates. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know about your life path and like the energy behind it, number 1. You feel what I'm saying? So you learn to appreciate it. Understand there's other numbers in your chart that tie to you. You'll have to figure them out. You know what I'm saying? I can help you. You know what I'm saying? If you check the description box below, I'll show you like my packages for doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of numbers that can tell you a lot about yourself. It's like cracking the code. But, excuse me, let's get this started, okay? So life path number 1, all right? You are highly creative and have the enthusiasm and drive to accomplish a lot. Your drive and potential for action comes directly from your enormous depth of strength. This is the number of a natural leader who can take charge in any situation. You are likely to be an innovator. Your independent attitude shows through strongly, and with your strong personal needs and desires, you feel that you have to follow your own convictions. You're ambitious and need to promote yourself. You may have a tendency to be a little self-centered and try to get your own way as often as you can. The negative side of one is that they can appear dependent on others. You may be dissatisfied with your circumstances and long for self-sufficiency. On the other hand, there's a risk that you can be self-serving, selfish, and egotistical, suffering from an overconfidence and impatience. Okay, so there's periods within your life, in your life path that you'll go through. I'll give you the breakdown of that as well. There's 3 periods, and they are what you'll experience through certain ages. Okay, so your first period will be from ages 0 to 26. Okay, so those who are still young, this is what you'll pretty much go through. Okay, from 0 to 26. A strong tendency towards independence with originality and creativity, wanting to lead, can be a problem as you may be expected to follow. You are self-confident and highly individual, right? That's part of like basically figuring yourself out, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, for the second life path period, that's from the ages 27 to 53. And what happens there is you have drive and determination and are highly independent. You're able to take the leading role. A problem can be that your ego gets out of control and you show a lack of patience. Ones, you guys are pretty impatient. A lot of ones that I know, and the thing is, it comes natural to you guys. Like my intensified number is 1. So me personally, I'm a 7, but how I operate is through 1, like leadership quality. You know what I'm saying? Like I do have to work on my patience. I'm a very patient person, but when it comes to bullshit and things I expect people to know, I'm really impatient with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to that as well. But like I say, 27 to 53, the second period, okay, I did do that. So your third period, excuse me, will be 54 and to the rest of your life, okay? So your third period, you may achieve recognition that eludes you earlier in life, and it will be hard to sit back and take life easy, excuse me. This could become the most active time of your life. So in a sense, you could be very active as an old person. Because in a sense, just look at it like this, like you take care of people, you've taught people, you've helped people, you're a very innovative person, as I mentioned, but I kind of feel like once you're in your third period, you're gonna feel like you've conquered everything. So it's like now you can do things that you love to do or that you want to do, if that's making any sense. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get behind the energy of one in general. Okay, so that's people with life path number one. So you guys, right? That's what you guys are up against, right? But so let's get the background behind like the energy of the number one, right? So one is the first number we use when counting and has great power. Without it, there would be no numbering system as we know it. Every numerical system we are aware of has one as its initial starting point. One is a number of origin and creation, which you guys hear me say a lot. One is the start of something, and two is how long something lasts, right? So it shows a capacity and a potential to make a comeback after experiencing severe drawbacks. One is mostly related to name and fame rather than wealth and riches, okay? The masculine number of one symbolizes principle of beginning. It signifies that you need to learn how to stand alone, be assertive, and achieve recognition for your talents. One people are ambitious and achievers. They do best when it is allowed to demonstrate their own ideas. One is self-sufficient, inventive, willful, and dominant. Its energy is masculine, focused, and rationale. So now this makes sense, okay? You guys, if you guys are familiar with my readings or whatever, you guys know that with certain decks, I have a Tree of Life card, right? And it shows a Kabbalah chart. So one is masculine energy, right? So that means all odd numbers will be masculine, all even numbers will be feminine, okay? And in that chart, like I say, you'll experience life on different paths. There's the beginning of one. Then, you know what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, if that's the case, that means we start off as masculine. Then we go into feminine aspects. Then we go back to our masculine side. Like, we're going to end up seeing both sides of like life, like how the life cycle is in the same sense for each gender. So we'll be a male and we'll be a female. So like my next life path, like after I pass or whatever, I'll most likely be a female and vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? Like it just keeps going. And which I'll do videos on that too, if you guys want to know more about that. So, okay, as one signifies the beginning of an enterprise, it's very egocentric. It prefers to be the center of attention. As a one person, you can be happy, loving, romantic, dynamic, and charismatic. But on the downside, and we all have our downsides, okay? Sometimes you may be egotistical, selfish, and melodramatic, okay? So, gifts that one life path numbers one has, or just one people in general will say, they're self-sufficient, invention, and they master anything that they put their mind to. You feel what I'm saying? This is the reason why this is the reason why it's like we have an issue with the whole patience thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we expect people to know what we know. We have to have that patience to be understanding with these people, if that makes any sense. Challenges, stubbornness, egotism, bluntness, ambition, dominance, willfulness, impulsiveness. Personal goals, establishing individuality, making a name. Fears, being overlooked, not using talents. Associations, okay? So the tarot card, the Magician. That's usually the first card in the deck, right? Well, the second card, but the first one with the one in it, the Magician, because the first card is the Fool card. Astrology does a lot with Mars and Mercury. Rune is Anzus. I Ching, number one, Chai-In. Kabbalah, which I just spoke about, Beth. Shamanism, Monkey. Alchemy, Gold, the Philosopher's Stone. Aura, all colors, so pretty much a rainbow. Colors, red. Gemstones, ruby and garnet. Flowers, roses, and carnations. Now, in the same sense, okay, yeah. So, aura, yeah. All colors, so that means that you're very adaptable, okay? I literally was just talking to somebody who was a one, and I seen like her aura is like a deep blue, indigo blue, and I think that actually is like her favorite color, or is one of her favorite colors, you know? But that has a lot to do with your intuition as well, like your third eye, pituitary gland, and stuff like that. So, we're gonna get it started though, you know what I'm saying? Just want to give you guys a little bit of insight. I won't go into detail like this every video. What I'll do is I will have all this type of shit in the description box below. And if you guys are sharing this video, you know, as time passes, you know, they can always refer to the description box or revert back to this video if that's making any sense, okay? So, let's see what's popping, man. We're gonna get this shit rocking. Oh, shit, hold on. Alright. So, life path number 1. What's popping, y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope I didn't put you guys to sleep, okay? But here comes the interesting part now, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to educate you guys for a bit, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it popping. Give me some messages for life path number 1. What do they need to know? What do they need to see? And what do they need to be aware of? Okay, there is some restless energy I'm feeling. Like, there's something out here that you want to do. Like, I kind of feel like your mind is racing 1,000 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either it's not enough hours in a day. It's not enough time for you to do this, that, and the third, and it's not working out for you. So it's like you hanging on to this, or you thinking that this isn't going to work out. You're attracting that. You're bringing this energy back into the house. If something's not going your way, take some time to yourself and reflect why that's actually happening. Don't sit here and get frustrated and upset and start blaming other people. You got to keep this house a happy home. You're the leader. You run the house in the same sense. Look at another female. You have to keep shit together. You do things by yourself. You have no choice but to be courageous. But, and this is a huge ass but, somebody does end up making a mistake, or someone's learning from their mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Learn from cheating. You realize like the damage that it causes when you cheat on your loved one. You know what I'm saying? It puts them in a whole ass cycle to where it's like they can't trust anybody, right? Then you got the ones that are betrayed you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can never trust anybody again. Like, these are all traumatic mistakes that we all are guilty of, okay? I've done it before. You've done it before. We're not going to sit here and bullshit each other, right? So, in the same sense, it's like your ascension and your growth depends on the choices that you make, okay? Poor choices lead to consequences. The choices that you may make will cause you problems. So it's like rushing, you know what I'm saying? Like, here yet again, 7's popping up again. Trying to hurry up and get something done, okay, cool. But in situations where it requires stitches and you keep trying to put band-aids on it, you're always going to run into an issue because it's only like holding it together for so long. It's like someone trying to hold in their sneeze. They can only do it for so long. They finna explode in some way. Some people can, and some people end up blowing on both ends. You feel what I'm saying? Like they sneeze and fart at the same time. It all depends, you know. You get where I'm going with that. You feel what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna get it started, man. Give me some messages for life path number 1, energy number 1. What do they need to know? What do they need to see? And what do they need to be aware of? Also, like, for those that I told, like, you know, those who got master numbers, and I said the influence of like 2, 4, and 6, it's because those can't be broken down, but you can still also refer to those videos as well, okay? So we got change, okay? Evolution, things constantly changing around you. You know what I'm saying? You're a leader, you make decisions, you make things happen. You're the one making all the changes, or you need to make some changes within yourself. You know what I'm saying? bury the past or let go of the past. In the same sense, that's what you should do. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you may have been withdrawing this month, keeping to yourself, I kind of feel like you're reflecting, and that's the reason why you're pulling back. You're pulling back your energy from people. People starting to, that's what that is. You pulling your energy back away from people because people don't appreciate it. People are taking advantage of you, taking your kindness for weakness, if I'm to say that. You feel what I'm saying? This for a customer reverse. Not appreciating things, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep you trapped in your mind because you got so many things running through that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I kind of still feel like there is some things that you do go back and forth about, but it's like when you get tired of playing these games, when you get tired of dancing with motherfuckers, like you'll sit there and cut the strings. Truth will be revealed at some part. I kind of feel like too, is like you can be naive. One, you know what I'm saying? Like you can be naive. As ones, we love to give. I mean, like, granted, I'm a 7, but you know, I know parts of my life chart, and my intensified number is 1, so I operate in 1 energy like you guys do. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind helping people, giving. I'll give you the shirt off my back if you need it. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you, if I don't got, you know what I'm saying, you got no money, I'll pay for you. I'll get you some food, whatever. Like, I just don't mind. But in the same sense, you know, that kind of works against me too, because it's like people take advantage of that. People think I'm soft, and I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, you have your own judgment. The main thing that I'm focused on is that everyone's taken care of. You feel what I'm saying? I kind of feel like that's what the overall end game is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure that your loved ones are taken care of. You feel what I'm saying? Got this devil energy. Is like, this also can be the reason why, this could be like keeping yourself trapped in something. You feel what I'm saying? Feeling like you have something to prove. It's the reason why you give. You know, you're a lover. You do this because you feel like you have something to prove, especially as a leader. You know what I'm saying? Leaders have already proven who they are, but it's like they have to maintain that image. You feel what I'm saying? So, on this death court, that was quick. Manifestations. Star card. Pour more love into the things you like to do. This is like getting to know yourself all over again. You feel what I'm saying? Your hopes and dreams, like hobbies. Maybe you want to start walking, exercising. There's all type of things that you can do. There's a whole lot of potential for you. You don't have to give up. You feel what I'm saying? As fucked up as this card looks, man, I really hate like that I see this card like this. But like, this literally is a pregnant woman pushing down a kid. You feel what I'm saying? Like trying to bury a kid that she got rid of. So in the same sense, it's like someone's trying to bury the past. You're gonna need to bury the past. Use this past to nurture into this future that you're looking for. And when you are asking for anything, especially when you're trying to manifest, you have to be very specific. You can't just sit here and say, oh, well, I want a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? You better describe how you want that boyfriend. Because you can get a boyfriend that just doesn't do anything, or you might get a boyfriend that's abusive, or you might get a boyfriend, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You got to be very specific. You want a car? I want a car with a sunroof, V6 engine, all the fucking windows work, come with tents in the back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta treat your affirmations like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't just say like, I want $100. Say, I'm gonna get $100 a day, or whatever. But make sure that you're speaking, when you speak that into action, that you actually carry that action out. Don't fall on your own sword. Don't trap yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this also lets me know that you're frustrated. That's another reason why you're seeking change, basically. So you may be wanting to like start a new business, start a new career. You're trying to figure that out. Like, how am I gonna get this money? Like, I want to be set. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave this old shit behind. Like, I'm tired of doing this shit. Like, I don't want to cheat no more. Or I don't want to sit here and deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with dramatic people. You feel what I'm saying? What is for a custom reverse? I think I hit the board too. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Focus and discipline. Ones don't really have that issue. It's just the discipline. trying to keep that mouth closed. We'll do this over again. One is for custom reverse. Page of Cups. This kind of feels like somebody was warned about something, like it was a blessing that somebody told you, like, not to make this choice, not to go through with this project, not to go through with this job. Somebody saved somebody. Or like somebody brought something to somebody's attention, or they will. Page of Cups, like speaking out of love, you feel what I'm saying? Someone could be trying to confess their love as well. This may be like some type of marriage proposal, or someone may be asking someone out on a date. And someone's all like, all right, well, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go. Or in the same sense, somebody may agree to this date and then like change their mind last minute. Kind of feel like this person gets butterflies. I have heavy Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy. Shouldn't be worried about that. This person's coming to you out of love. So someone's scared of love. Someone pulls back when it comes to love. They don't have no problem like sharing and telling it to somebody, but it's like when you get close enough to this person gets kind of nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like they will withdraw. Like you can tell this person that you love them, and they're like they'll start acting different. Like you tell this person that you like them, they're gonna start acting different. You know what I'm saying? Whether this may be you or the opposite person, you know what I'm saying? You guys can tie the zodiac signs in how you want to. That's another reason why I'm incorporating it, you feel what I'm saying? Also, too, is like keeping it number-wise, you feel what I'm saying? Like 8, you feel what I'm saying? Is like an infinite loop. You turn it sideways, it's an infinity symbol, right? So that's all, to me, like that's always motion in the same sense, but it's like you can end up stuck. So when you decide to finally cut that cord in between, which side are you going to be on? Me, I hope that I'm on the side of the 8 where I propel forward and not the side where I propel backwards. You know what I'm saying? You guys can kind of look at like Mercury retrograde like that too. Like, this is what happens. You get challenged with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Mercury came back to spin the block to see, are you really done with your ex? You know what I'm saying? Are you guys really done? You know what I'm saying? And more shit happens. More chaotic shit happens. So it's like you shouldn't worry about like this person coming to, if somebody's coming to offer you love, like this person's being genuine. You got your guard up. I feel like this person here is like very hard to please. This person's a very likable person. So maybe you have a hard time trusting people. Like if you got a crush on somebody, you have a hard time trusting people. You know what I'm saying? You're always trapped in your head, you know, thinking about things in the past, things that's hurt you before. You're a likable person. Like I kind of feel like somebody needs to I'm not going to say this person needs to heal. I kind of think this person needs to appreciate themselves in general. Take care of themselves. Appreciate that. You know, the things that you've gone through, like the things you go through in life make you who you are. So like pat yourself on the back. You're a likable person. You have a great personality. You're assertive. You come up with great ideas. You're very smart. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to have to start believing in yourself. I do see that like for the month of February is like you're having a hard time believing in yourself. There's something holding you back, like some type of trauma, like you're just not trusting anybody. You're trapped in your head about things. It's hard for you to get over that. You may be wanting to start a family. You may have a family and trying to figure out like, how the fuck can I, you know, how can I take care of my family? Like, what am I going to do? Like, how can I make my family proud? Like, just overthinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to send I feel like there's heavy anxiety, you know what I'm saying? Like someone's having restless nights. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything has to be perfect. Nothing gets done unless they do it, and unless somebody unless somebody does help. You feel what I'm saying? this person gets frustrated. So it's like in the same sense, you could get frustrated because it's not how you wanted it done. Like the person got it done, and just they didn't get it done the way that you wanted to. And as one's like, yes, I can say that. The way I operate, I do get frustrated with people like that. Like it got done, but it wasn't the way that I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning patience for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I give you the shirt off my back, but it's like, I don't know. I just feel like, listen. And I kind of feel like as one people, we always feel like that. Fucking listen to us, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. One of us, Six of Pentacles. This feels like you're throwing money away. This feels like somebody blowing money fast. Reckless with money. Very flashy. Normally the King of Pentacles would be like a distinguished gentleman. This is a reckless gentleman. Somebody who like lives beyond their means. And that's crazy because the Queen of Pentacles was out there, which would be somebody who likes to live a luxurious life, but can't do that. So this will for surely confirm that they are living a life beyond their means, like they can't afford it, but they'll sit here and act like they do. And maybe you're gonna have to cut this person off. You're trying to keep this together, you're trying to keep yourself together, you may need to meditate. You're trying to figure out, like, I really feel like you keep giving this person chances over and over. This could be like a baby daddy that I'm picking up on. Like you want to keep working something out. This gives me like a baby daddy, ex-husband. Somebody wants to try to work things out. You feel what I'm saying? Like they'll probably give you whatever. They'll take you shopping, or they'll, they remember that you love this type of chocolate, or they, bring you flowers and shit like that. They just do things just to butter you up, but they really don't got no good intentions with you. They crooked. In the same sense, this person's very about themselves, really about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you're sitting here trying to keep yourself together. Let me see. So I got angel message number 96, angel message number 15, angel message number 6. One's like, we can be very materialistic. I mean, this money comes to us. It's like, we know that, I'm not going to say like it's money that motivates us. It's for the simple fact of, we know that money is what gives us this privilege to do this. Money gets us through this door. So it's like, if we don't want nothing stopping us, if we know for a fact ain't shit finna stop us, we're gonna find a way. So one's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that's gonna stop you if you want to get something done. Nothing gets done unless you do it anyway, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's what I got for Life Path Energy 1, you know what I'm saying? Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be doing this more, depending on how you guys react to this. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully this was very informative, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys coming through, check out the vibes. Hopefully it resonated. If not, it don't. Like, I'm not tripping, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to share the knowledge with you guys. And then, so basically there is more to it than just the zodiacs, you feel what I'm saying? There's more to it than the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, like I got my Bible open right now. Like, it's literally on the island behind me. I carry that motherfucker with me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I shouldn't say that I carry it all the time because that means you would see me with it. But it's like, I carry, because I read a page out of it daily. I randomly go through a page and read. There's a message in everything, Whatever brings you close to God, I'm with it, you know what I'm saying? I don't judge whether you're religious or spiritual. So that wraps up this reading, you guys. I appreciate it. I will see you guys pretty soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Love and light, y'all. Peace.